What's poppin'? What's good, everybody? This is Brumal, and we are back with more Trails in the Sky, the third Legend of Heroes. You guys know how we like to do it on this channel. We like to put God first. So if you haven't already, go ahead, pause this video. Go and spend some time with, go ahead and spend some time with God, whether that's praying, reading a couple of verses in your Bible, not verses, but a couple of chapters in your Bible, or, shoot, just sit back, relaxing, and, listen to some music that praises him or whatever. Just bask in the presence of the Lord. Take some time out of your day to do so, because you guys know he gave his only son as a blood sacrifice for us. The least that we can do is give him some time out of our day, guys. I don't necessarily have anything to share at the moment today, so I'll probably just put up a verse or something that I've read the morning of me editing this video, because a lot of these videos I don't edit right away. I know I'm saving this video for Friday. It's right now it's March 22nd. I'm sorry, March 26th, 2025, and it's actually 1:36 in the afternoon. I'm recording a bunch, and I'm saving a bunch of videos to edit for Saturday. I'm letting my mom use her car. I'm letting my mom use my car. Oops, I just lost audio real quick. Hold on. In my headset. There we go. I can hear now. Yeah, I'm letting her use my car so she can go shopping with her friends in the next city over, or a couple of cities over. I don't know. So I'll be at my parents' house for like 5 hours, not doing anything. So yeah, I'm gonna be recording a bunch and then probably just editing videos while I'm at their place. So yeah. So one thing that we're going to do, because we're going to be doing a moon door. So I'm going to be swapping out Olivier and putting in Chloe. All right, I'm gonna put in Chloe, and let's see. We have a moon door. Moon door. Oh, we're missing quite a few moon doors. Hold on, let me see. Bring me the dancer with silver locks. Only then shall the door open. Okay, this is Shara's. Bring me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of scholarship. All right, that's her. Who's 4? Bring me the girl who shines like the sun. Okay, yeah, we need a stealth for this one. This one is particularly for Chloe, and then we'll probably end up doing, actually, you know what? You know what? Let's not do that. Let's do Shara's first, actually. Because hers is door number 2 anyways. So yeah, let's go ahead and do Shara's first. Give me 1 second. Alright. So I don't think this one necessarily... Okay, so yeah. If you guys remember, moon doors are the ones that take a while to do. I believe Tita's was the first moon door. Alright. Bring to me the dancer with the silver locks. Alright. This is all you, Shara. I actually have no idea. Do we have to fight? Alright. I should grant you a memory. Okay. Nope. I thought we had to fight. Because the only ones we had to fight with was Tita, I believe. I'm trying to keep an eye off on my, what's it called? Oh, yeah. The year is 1202. Yeah, the Septian calendar. Roland. Let's see where we at. Sherazade. This is back when she had longer hair. Huh? Where am I? You feeling alright? Sure you haven't had too much to drink? Boy, that dream really brought back memories. Hard to believe that I was once that young. I see that you've gotten yourself nice and plastered. You might want to watch what you're saying, though. You're still young, but no one will believe... Yeah, no one will believe it if you start talking like that. She's... right. Shara. That boy's dead. Wow. I thought you'd be out for a while longer, Olivier. Let me pour you another glass, then. Stop trying to kill this man, please. Mercy. You can be such a monster. Faulkner? I don't know. Oh, Faulkner, right. Okay, I thought she was drunk for a second and saying like F her or something like that. Anyways, bring Olivier another bottle over. He doesn't know what he's saying. That boy is dead. Well, looks like Faulkner's gone and left early again. Fine, guess I'll have to go get another bottle myself. Well, if I'm getting out of my seat, I'm getting the strongest thing in the house. I spy some brandy. Scheherazade, he's literally only just gotten up. At least start him off with some fruit wine before you start bringing out the big guns. You can have both. Problem solved. Spare me. I'll die. By the way, Ina, you remember when we first met? How much did you down again? Down? Down what? Booze! We're talking booze, baby! Scheherazade began pouring alcohol onto Olivier's head. That should go in his mouth, Scheherazade. You sure? Oh, silly me. Leave that man alone. Dang, they've been terrorizing him since the first game. 5 years ago. Alright. We're in Grand Cell 5 years ago. That's crazy. Oh, it's a different Scheherazade portrait. Well, making deliveries in the city, in a city this big sure isn't easy. Okay, where's next? Dang, this is 5 years ago? Then... Okay, so Estelle and Joshua started when they were 16 years old. At the very least, and we know that this is 5 years ago. So, okay, they would have been 11 at... Okay, no. They started at 16, they would have been at 11, but we know that a year has passed. Since the first game has actually started. So I'll have to say Joshua and Estelle had to have been 10 years old at the very least. At the very least, they have to have been 10 years old at this point. And I believe Scheherazade is... In the first game, I believe she's like 23, maybe 24. I have no freaking clue. Anyways, who cares? Anyways, we're gonna get back into it. Anyways, the Royal Villa. No way. I have to go all the way there? This is why I hate cities. Hey, Bracer. Out on a job again? Thanks again for the help. You're a lot stronger than you look, young lady. You wouldn't have any interest in working for us, would you? You'd be more than welcome. Sorry, but I'm not interested. Really gotta go. See ya. Excuse me. Grand Cell City, 1197. 5 years have passed since the 100 Days War came to an end. The scars it left were slowly healing, and life was returning to Libero. People gathered in the cities and towns that had returned to their former state, and the revived Ormond trade brought the kingdom prosperity. Peace was becoming normal once again. Not all that was happening in Libero at the time was so positive. However, this was also a period in which corruption was rife in the military. Many of the Army's officers at the time cared for nothing but lining their own pockets or gaining power and prestige. Between the development of orbital technology and booming prosperity, much was forgotten. Is there no one here? If you have a request, please write it down on one of the forms to the right and place it in this box. Bracer Guild, our Grand Cell branch. It looks like it. I wonder if they mind if I use their phone. I'm pooped. I feel more like a slave than a bracer with all with all this menial work getting dumped on me. Oh, hello. Are you here? Yeah, are you here to lodge a request? Yes, that's right. Might I ask your name? It's Shahrazad Harvey, a bracer. I'm still a junior one, but I know what I'm doing. Don't you worry about that. Oh my, really? Oh, you look so young that I had no idea that you were an actual bracer. My name's Ina. It's a pleasure to meet you. So, what's the request that you want to make? I don't have all day to stand around chatting. There are only two bracers at this branch right now, so we're very busy. If you can make it quick, I appreciate it. Oh, really? I'm terribly sorry. I had no idea that you were... Did you not hear me? Or do you need me to explain to you what the word quick means? Oh, my apologies. Well, you see, it's my first time visiting the city, and I thought it might be wise to come here and request that someone give me a tour of the main sights and such. The size of the place is rather daunting, as I'm sure that you can imagine. But with a bracer who knows their way around at my side, I'd be able to enjoy all that Gransel has to offer without fearing of getting lost. You've got to be kidding. Please tell me you didn't actually come here for such a worthless request. Pardon? You seem to be misconstruing what bracers are actually here for. We're not community volunteers or whatever. We have a serious profession to do serious work. And we're also very busy, as I said earlier, so I'm gonna have to ask that you look somewhere else if you want a buddy for a sightseeing trip. I wasn't trying to... Or heck, just go and look around on your own. Getting lost is probably part of the experience anyways. I'm not gonna... Okay, so let me just stop right there. As we can see, this is a very different Charizard from the one that we know from current times. Like, we can definitely, like, you know, she said that she's a junior bracer at the moment, because we do know she's a senior bracer. But this one, she is a junior bracer, and you can just see how, like, even with talking with the workers or whatever, she claims to be very busy, doesn't have, like, a lot of patience at the moment and all that stuff. But she did say one thing, which I can actually kind of agree with the whole getting lost as a part of the experience thing. Now granted, I don't necessarily know the like a lot of the street names, even in my own hometown. I mean, I do live in my hometown, but I didn't, you guys know I'm 33 years old, but there was a 5-year period where I didn't live in my hometown because I was away. I was away at school. And the one thing I can't agree with her on is if you get lost, you do actually end up learning the layout of the land just by the area just by getting lost. I can't agree to that. However, she is being rude about it for the most part, and people are like, "Oh yeah, well, facts don't care about your feelings, bro." That is true. That is true. I be saying that too. You know, the quote Ben Shapiro himself: "Facts don't care." Yeah, facts don't care about your feelings. But at the same time, you know, the number one rule of a bracer is, you know, basically putting the people first for the most part. And, you know, she's not really putting the people first. She's just, you know, worried about trying to get all these jobs done. So, yeah, I mean, granted, like she said, there are only 2 bracers working in the city. So, yeah, the request can be very, is daunting the word? I don't know if daunting is the word, but it can be overwhelming. I'm just going to say that. But, yeah. Anyways. Has this one lived in a box her whole life? Typical rich girl. Besides, I need to focus on doing the major job so I can get my letter of recommendation from this branch and get promoted to a senior bracer. If you find something serious that you need help with, by all means, come back. Until then, get going. Well, looks like this isn't going to work. I'm really sorry for troubling you, but... Hey, it's our boy Kurt. Huh. Who do we have here? Have you come to make a request perhaps? It's funny. You can just see Cher just moving around, just trying to figure out what job to take next. Pardon us for not properly manning the front desk. That's currently my job, but I'm undertaking other work at the same time. Oh, is Elnon not here yet? He's not working here yet? Well, Eliana is fairly young too, so he has to be around the same age as Aina is. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm more than positive that Aina's a couple of years older than Shara is. And from what I understand, given of the other games that I've gone through, mainly the Crossbell games, I figure that the drinking age is 20 instead of 21 in this world. Because I remember a very specific scene, and I was just like, granted, this particular area that they're in isn't like Japanese based or whatever, and I might be wrong on this, so someone correct me if I am wrong. But I did hear that the drinking age in Japan is 20, where the area wasn't. Or that's where you can tell that the game was basically, you know, made in Japan. Because the guy was just like, yo, yeah, like, the guy was just like, yeah, I'm still 19. Next year I'll be able to drink, but yeah. I was just like, oh, okay, so 20 is the drinking age. Anyways. But yeah. Oh, you don't have to apologize. I'd pay her no mind if I were you. She's a waste of time. She seems to have gotten it into her head that braces are friends for hire. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll get out of your hair now. Wait, please, don't leave just yet. Sherazard. Huh? What is it? Do what she wants. Helping people in need is the fundamental mission of us bracers. See, there it is. You've got no reason not to help. What? But we're busy here. I don't have time to be playing tour guide. I got more important things to do. Don't worry about the other requests on the board. I'll take care of those. But you're even busier than I am. You're even our receptionist on top of that. You needn't worry about me. Besides, you're still a trainee, which means you still have much to learn. So go. And then once you finish this request, I'll write you your letter of recommendation. What? Really? Are you sure? It seems way too simple of a job to be rewarding something of that. I thought it was your policy to give 100%. Yeah, I thought it was your policy to give 100% to all work that you undertake. Well, it is, but then I'm counting on you for this job too. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. Take care, you two. Got it. I appreciate your assistance. Alright, this should hopefully do her some good. See, I do think it's interesting that we get to see Sherazard, what she was like as a teenager at the very least. And yeah, I would say she'd have to be 16 too, because 16 at the least, because 16 is the minimum age that you can become a bracer as well. So actually, I'm very curious now. Hold on, let me actually see how old Sherazard is. Actually, let me see. How you spell her name? Scherazar. Sherazard. Harvey's. Let's see, because I know it's going to show me different. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. In Sky, she is 23 years old. Oh really? That much time has passed. Oh, okay, yeah, we will definitely save that for later. Yeah, okay, so yeah, she's 23 years old in this one, in this game. Not, well, it doesn't say when, it just says in the Sky series, she's 23 years old. I would say right now she'd have to be 24 at the very least, but if we're going 5 years ago, I can't do math. We're doing 5 years ago. I'm using my fingers because I suck at math. Okay, yeah, she has to be 18 or 17 at this point. Anyways. What's up with today? From delivery girl to playing tour guide for some snooty silver spoon? It just gets worse. I do apologize. I hope I really am putting you out with this request, aren't I? Let's just get started. That aloof manner of talking she has just makes me want to smash something. So, where do you want to go? Let's see. I suppose I should go and buy a few things in the Adele department store just in case. In case? In case of what? It's in the east block of the city. Don't forget. Why would I? I can feel my blood pressure rising already. You and me both, baby girl. Alright. Oh, today is the day of the latest Libero news comes out, isn't it? I best go and purchase a copy later on. Ooh, I wonder if we can find Anton. They'd have to be... No, they'd have to be kids. Anton and Ricky... No, they would be the same age. Can we find Anton and Ricky? There they are! There's Anton and Ricky. Let's go. Alright. The sun's rays are warm, the clouds are white and fluffy, and the breeze is gentle. Look, Ricky. It's like the whole world is blessing us. Hooray for school life. Oh, I think he's getting ready to go to the Genus Academy. By some miracle of the universe, Anton actually ended up getting accepted to Genus. Or Genus? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say Genus. Alright, by the same miracle, I did too. I only took the exam because I had nothing better to do. I can only assume Adios is playing a prank on the two of us or something. Well, I'll say this. God does everything for a reason, and their Adios is quote-unquote God here. However, some of the things that I've seen from Adios is similar to some... never mind. Let me just stop talking. Anyways. Well, I like how the very first thing that she wants is to blow all her money. So, what are you planning to buy? Well, I could probably do with restocking on recovery items for one thing. What? Recovery items? Girl, what you doing? Please, Idios. I just want this job to end. Hasn't Kurt read this book? Did he bring it here? A lot of these look really complicated too. You mean did he buy it here? Miss Sherazade? What? You know, there's actually a really famous ice cream stall near here. Have you ever been there? Why would I have? I don't like sweet things. Well, I do. And I feel like having some ice cream right now. Let's go get some. Wait a second. Dang, she grabbed her by that hand. She getting drugged. Alright then. I do like how they gave Aina her own special Sprite with those suitcase. Hey, it's our boy. Ugh. Of all the times to run out of photo quartz. Ooh, I don't think Dorothy was working for him yet. I guess I have to get them developed first. The manuscript needs to be finished by 2, or I'm never gonna get done in time. Oh no, wait, oh, there's Dorothy. Huh? What's up with him? Hey there! What are you doing? A girl forcefully took the camera from the man, exposing the photo quartz inside. Ah! What the heck do you think you're doing? Those are useless if the light... Yeah, those are useless if the light shines directly on them. Huh? Really? Yeah, really. Shut the cover now! Dang it! It gave me a scare. Do you have any idea on how much a set of photo quartz costs? Oh, I know. He looks like a dog that lives near me. Look, what are you doing with that thing? Don't you dare damage it. It's not mine. She is ignoring him. That's the Editor-in-Chief's really expensive prize orbital camera. How do you use it? What? Oh, it moved. Stop! That's funny. All right, maybe we should just move around a little bit more to see if we can find some other NPCs that we know. Probably not though. That's the Grand Arena. Can I go on the Grand Arena? Nope, didn't let me. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that's kind of cool. We get to just to see NPCs that we know have like, I would say main NPCs. I guess that's the best way we could say it. Call them. I know bought 2 ice cream cones from the stall. Did your brain decide to selectively switch off when I said that I don't like sweet things? You're like this, promise. It's really nice. That's not how it works. She's mad. It's almost noon. That means I've only got 24 hours left. I'm running out of time. Oh, looks like Dorothy and oh boy left. Why can't I think of his name? It's been a minute since I saw him. It might be risky, but... Hey! What? What are you spacing out ignoring me for? I was trying to ask you something. Sorry. What was it? You look angry. You're holding something from me, aren't you? It's really obvious. So come on, out with it. Or are you involved in something that you can't even talk to me about? Well, it's just that... I realized I left something back at the hotel. Ugh. As if anyone would buy that. Not gonna talk, huh? Well, fine. Be that way. Can we make our way back there so I can go and get it? Fine, whatever. I'll come with you. At least until I get an idea of what you're really up to. Thanks a lot. Well, shall we be going? Let's go through the south block. Fine. I actually don't remember what the south block was. Okay, north is there, south block's this way. Alrighty. Let's see. We go in here. Hello there, welcome to the Sunnyvale Inn. Da-da-da. I'm just checking to see if there's any NPCs that we may know. I don't think there are any main NPCs. The fisherman couple lady that I said the fisherman couple lady. The fisherman couple that lives in this block. Maybe there's something with them. That was one of my favorite side stories. Wait a second. Isn't this the hotel, the building that you've just walked right past? Well, yes, but Grancel Castle looks really heavily guarded. I should have known. There's gotta be some way to get past. That way leads to the Grancel Castle. Do you want to go have a look around? Yes, I suppose I do. But, looks like I've cracked her. Time to talk, young lady. I want to know exactly what I've been dragged all over the city for. This job is such a pain. I'm gonna go catch a breather outside. Who is that? Oh, thank you. There she is! What? What's going on? Yo, that boy pulled out a... Is that a Tommy? What is that? What is that in his hand? Is that a gun? Is that a Uzi? Yeah, Uzi says I don't know what that is. Anyways, you stay right where you are. That is an Uzi. Hint? Protect all NPCs. That's the hint. Alright, cool. She knows no art? Baby girl, what are you doing? Why do we not have EP? Oh, right. I don't think Arguses were invented. Why are you running towards the man? Alright, good. Huh? Oops. Okay, she's trying to help. I appreciate it. But you don't need to be helping. Defense down? Got you. Dang! She smacked that man. Yo, we're only level 10. We're garbage. You remember when Joshua and Estelle were level 10? Golly, just think of how strong we've gotten. She cracked him with the bookcase. She might as well be called Coco. Shout out to anyone who knows that reference. Girl with a briefcase. What the? That guy was no amateur. Well, they haven't noticed anything has happened just yet by the looks of it. It's only going to be a matter of time, though. I need to do something. Look, you. It's time that you started talking. Who is this guy? I don't want the army to notice anything amiss either. Are you listening to me? Shh, please, be quiet. Well, at least now we know that she's not in the hotel's guest list. Ah! I figured a rich girl like her would have to stay in a hotel. But I guess not. We're just gonna have to start scouring the city. From the top to bottom. There she is! Get her! Hey, did you hear that? Yeah, it came from over there. There she is! Get our target! What's going on? You've got some serious explaining to do, Missy. Well, let's start running. The heck? Wait. Oh, that's funny. What happened to the other guys? Yeah, I got that turbo on, y'all. Dang. Why do they all look the same? How'd y'all get back there? We can't get back there normally. I think we lost them. Yeah, just about. Okay, I've had enough of this. It's time that you open that mouth of yours. Just who are these guys? And why do they want to catch you? What do they even want? Or what do you even want, sorry? Well, don't even try to worm your way out of answering. I will hurt you. With this. She pulls out the whip. Well, that sounds painful. No use hiding it any longer, is there? They're trying to capture me. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm asking why they want to capture you. Go on, get talking. Let's start from the beginning. I suppose it started about a month ago. My grandfather, who I was living with, passed away. Your grandfather? That's right. He did mention that he intended to leave some of his fortune to me. But the will didn't say... Yeah, but the will didn't say some. He wrote that he intended to leave me everything that he had. So, well... super rich guy leaving his fortune to a young girl. Okay, everything's starting to fall into place. So now every relative you have under the sun is on you like ants trying to get their share. At the very least, I still think my uncle is a very nice man. He said that he wants to look after me until I turn 20, so... As a part of that, yes, okay, so yeah, okay, till 20, so I'm assuming Ina's 19 at the very least. Or probably at the most, she's 19 then. Because from what I understand, Ina is older than Scheherazade, right? And yeah, Scheherazade would be 17, so she'd have to be 18 or 19 at this time. At least I think, maybe I might just be imagining that, actually. I don't know. Anyways, you should let him look after all the, you should let him look after all the money that you've inherited. Ugh, unbelievable. Maybe. His eyes when he said that kind of scared me. So I ended up turning his offer down. Wait, hide. And now someone's hired those men to come after me. If I don't formally inherit his money, grandfather's will become invalid, you see? Most likely, that's the reason they want to capture me, so I'm not able to do that. There are no ordinary street thugs either. They clearly have some experience under their belt. Bro, they have Uzis. What are you talking about? They have Uzis. I thought orbital guns weren't necessary. This is 5 years ago, so I don't know, maybe. But I think orbital guns are still kind of newish. I think, but I could be wrong. Because I know Olivier has a gun, Tita has a gun. No, that's false. I forgot. Tita had her first S-Craft is a minigun, and if I remember correctly, she said that her minigun was powered by yeah. In the second game, if you guys remember the orbital shutdown, her minigun is actually powered by gunpowder, not not orbital technology. So yeah, they got gunpowder. They do got gunpowder related stuff. So yeah, they could have Uzis at this point in time. But anyways, I can't believe they're just able to wander the streets of the capital in broad daylight like this. Just what is the army even doing? One of my relatives has connections in the royal army, so that's probably why. My family's pretty influential, actually. Well, I'm getting a headache just listening to all this. Hiring a bunch of suspicious, highly trained underlings to fight over an inheritance? You don't get more stereotypical, spiteful, rich person than that. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for an apology for you. Still, this isn't looking good. I might have been able to win the last battle, but I'm not confident I can win another. I think the best thing that we can do is try to get back to the guild house without getting caught. But I can't see that being easy. Come to think of it, I forgot to feed the birds. Feed the birds? I doubt it's meant to be taken literally. It's probably some kind of code that they use, which means crap. Sorry, this is a dead end. You've been giving us heck of a lot of trouble, but your luck just ran out. Ugh. You're fast, though. I give you that. Now grab her! Bro, 2 people with Uzis, this isn't fair. Bind whip. Golly, my health. Oh no, my health. Oops. Alright. Golly. Come on, girl. Fight back. Stop missing, please. Golly, baby girl, stop missing. But, hey, she was able to get a hit in. Golly. Come on, Ina. Give him a hit. Yeah! Well, not half bad. I don't think I can fight my way out of this. Are you alright, Miss Sherazade? Yeah. Have you guys still not caught her? Oh, well. You almost stood a chance against us. Almost. I don't want to be beaten by a bunch of low-life scum like these guys. Do you have any ideas on how to get out of this? Me? Oh. There's an entrance to the sewers nearby. If we can get to that, we might be able to escape to the west block. That's a huge if, though. Alright, let's go with that. Close your eyes for a second. What are you... 1, 2? Whoa, what are you... 3? That girl just had a flashbang. What is that? Oh, is that tear gas? Oh, smoke grenade! Ugh, my eyes! Don't y'all have shades on? Bam! Ready to go? What? Oh, what is that smell? Is this mustard gas? Wait up! Don't let them get away! Why do you have to even do this? What's the even point of... Okay. It's locked. Get out of the way. Sure, I took a wire and jammed it into the keyhole. This girl knows how to pick a lock. Come on, hurry. Wait, get back here, tank it! That boy locked right back. Yeah. It's no use, it's locked. Out of the way, I'll get it open. Alright. Should I use another one of those canisters? I've got pepper ones too. Pepper? Do you make these things yourself? I've got a few original blends of my own, yes. They were originally to just be white smoke grenades. For example, there's this little one. It contains powdered laughing mushrooms. Never tried it though. You think it works? You don't need to find out now. It might have... It might get blown back in here. Ugh, it won't budge. Someone bring an axe. We're gonna have to smash it open. That stupid woman. Yo. What? Well, looks like we've bought ourselves some time. So what were you thinking? What kind of insane maniac just uses smoke grenades or mustard gas canisters or whatever it was? You shouldn't even be making that kind of stuff. I thought you were a high-class lady. Truly. But it helped us get to safety, didn't it? Well, yeah, but still. Where did you even learn to make those? My grandfather loved collecting books, and he had his own personal library in the mansion. I learned all kinds of useful things from there. I take it you're not much of a book enthusiast yourself, so you probably wouldn't have read any of the things that I have. But there's this famous spy novel I remember reading, and it has a scene in it where the protagonist makes their own smoke grenades. She learned it from a book. I take it back. Miss Rich is written all over her naive face. Look, let me make this very clear for your own good. You might have gotten us out of a dangerous situation earlier, but you got lucky. Don't expect that to happen a second time. Don't go getting cocky just because you picked up some mildly useful knowledge from a book that may or may not even work. I don't want to see you doing anything like that again. Are we clear? Yes, of course. Alright, well, that's all. Let's get going. Being in the sewers like these brings me back to unpleasant memories. It feels like my instincts are coming right back, though. Oh yeah, if you guys remember, Sherazar was actually picked up from the streets by that Harvey guy, as well as Luciola when she was a kid. If you guys remember. Why did she suddenly go silent? Did I say something to annoy her? Let's move. When they come back, they'll get that door open in no time. But be careful. Stay close to me. There's bound to be monsters here. Right. Okay, so now I gotta go trekking through the sewers. And I actually don't remember how to get out of here. I'm guessing we'll need to find some other way through this door for when I get to the west block. There should be some way to open it nearby. Let's start by looking and stick close to me. Oh my, that's kind of romantic, don't you think? In what way is any of this situation romantic? Yes, we'll get through with it. Oh, that's funny. Aina is definitely a character. The lever won't move. Now, they could easily jump that, right? I think they could. Anyways, is it not budging? Stay quiet for a minute. I'll handle this. Sherzar removed the rock from the bottom of the device and placed her hand inside. Wow. You really are amazing. But not for this. This isn't all that different from, from breaking into a safe, to be honest. Really, though. You shouldn't be impressed by these kinds of things, or getting used to them. Why? There are some things in life you're just better off not knowing. Flashback? Even more of a flashback? And some things you're better off not being able to do. The entire town's... I'm just gonna... Well, I don't know. The entire town smelled like a rotting open drain and was reviled even for a slum. The people who ended up there were largely those who couldn't be accommodated in the prison. Those who had been driven out of the cities. Or children who had been abandoned by their yesterday's garbage. Okay, so I'm just sitting there not reading correctly. I did whatever I had to in order to survive and to live to see another day. Picking pockets at every opportunity was a habit I picked up from a very young age. Anything that caught my eye, I took. But even then, I didn't end up with enough to live on. There were always men who were There was always men there who made their living by taking from people like me. The surest way to make money was stealing from the safes of the rich when they were out of their mansions. The residential area, full of wealthy people on the other side of the river, accessible through an underground sewer, was a perfect target for this. Every time I felt hungry, I sneaked inside one of the mansions and made use of the skills that I felt like I had known since the day that I was born. The most important thing to remember when doing this was not to take everything in one go. Instead, the key was to take only a small amount each time, enough to get by, but not enough for the mansion's owner to notice anything was gone. With a simple piece of wire, I had access to enough mira to live for a couple more weeks. And before I knew it, I was doing it every day, building up a stockpile of money instead of simply just taking what I needed in the short term. And boy, I paid the price for it. I had it all taken from me by the men of the slums and ended up being kicked and stomped on until I coughed up blood. Everyone did what they did, or they said they did as much anyway, so that they could keep living on. Always pretending to be desperate as an excuse to live by any means, but always taking the easiest road that they could find. The town I lived in was devoid of energy, but full of filthy humans like them and like me. Again and again, I thought about giving it up. Again and again, I said to myself that I wanted to stop, but I couldn't do it. I hated myself for what I was doing. I hated the fact that I couldn't stop. It was because I didn't want to return to that life that I ended up becoming a bracer. Because if I didn't, I was scared that I would end up right back where I was. The troop had saved me from that place and had made me into a respectable human being. But when I lost them, I was afraid. One thought stood over all above the rest. No matter how much I tried to forget, no matter how I used... No, what? No matter how I used, Oh, used. Not used. Used. Okay. You'd be like, what? Never mind. But anyways, no matter how used I became to my new life, and no matter how much I tried to deny it, I was yesterday's garbage from the slums. And nothing I could do would change that. And that's it, really. One day, I'm sure I'll end up returning there. And that's why I need to be strong. To stay strong. What job I do doesn't matter. Anything I can pour my heart out into, that'll let me live an honest life is fine. Anything that keeps my mind off the past. Anything that lets me keep the ugliness in my heart at bay. If it makes me strong without relying on others, then it's fine. I need to be strong. Stronger than anyone. Stronger, yeah, same thing. I don't like repeating the same things. I don't know why some people do that though. But I mean, I've probably done that before, to be honest with you, but I don't know. But am I? Am I really doing alright in my new life? Am I really getting stronger? Am I, Lucy? So I think this was still fresh after Luciola had killed Harvey and she left Scheherazade on her own. Miss Scheherazade? Are you alright? You're looking very gloomy all of a sudden. It's nothing, I'm fine. As soon as I finish up this job, Kurt will give me my last recommendation I need. I can finally go back to being... Yeah, I can finally become a real bracer. Then no one will be able to tell me that I'm not strong. I won't let them. I will be strong. Anyways, we're leaving. Wait a second. Miss Scheherazade. And as soon as I finish this job... Alrighty. So there were a couple of areas that I missed getting here because I was trying to remember the layout of this place. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those items. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, looks like we made it to the other side. Wasn't much going on down there. Yes, it's locked. I know it is. Just shut up. You'll break my concentration. Oh, my bad. There's our... Took out a wire inserted in the keyhole. Hey. We're by the newspaper place. Well, we're finally back on the surface. It's evening, too. That took longer than I thought that it would. We should hurry. Of course. Are you alright, though? What? You look kind of pale. Are you feeling tired? Maybe we should rest a little before moving. I'm fine. I've had enough training to handle this level of physical activity, thank you very much. Don't underestimate my stamina of a bracer. Don't underestimate the stamina of a bracer. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Wait, what the heck? She was never more than a few steps behind me at any given moment. How is she still fine? She never seemed out of breath, even when we were being chased by those guys, come to think of it. I feel like there were a few times when she was even ahead of me. What is up with this girl? Is this... like, nothing to her? Are you absolutely sure you don't need to... are you absolutely sure that you don't need to rest? I do have a few snacks on me. Would you like me to share some? It's okay. I'm definitely fine. Right now, we need to focus on getting out... getting to the guild so we can hide out there. Food breaks can wait. We might have run into a lot of trouble on the way, but the request was to show you around the capital. I've done that. Now all we need to do is get back to the guild. And this request is done. I win. Come on, get a move on. Still feel like it would be a good idea to rest a little, though. Are you certain that you're alright? How many times do I need to repeat myself before you get the message? Ah, the heck with it all. Is that our boy Niall? Yep. Hide. I was up all night working on that stupid story. All night! Who the heck does Noticia think she is? The better the scoop, the hotter it needs to be caught. Does she think that I don't know that? Oh, okay, hold on. No, my phone went off. Oh, yep, I'll get back to that. Okay, I thought it was important. Anyways, does she think I don't know that? Ah! You know, kicking the thing isn't gonna hurt. What do you think he's talking about? I've got no more idea than you. Maybe he's using some kind of code like those men from earlier. You know what's funny? I believe Scheherazade met Niall too in the first game, and it's just like they didn't recognize each other. Well, granted, Scheherazade didn't recognize Niall because I don't think Niall has noticed Scheherazade yet. However, without actually like looking somebody face to face, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to recognize a lot of people anyways. But like later in life, so that's probably what it is. Plus, it was probably one of those things too where Falcom never expected to make a game like this or whatever. So they're just like, oh yeah, let's just put Scheherazade and Niall in this one thing. But yeah, you know. But you would think Dorothy, since pink hair isn't a natural hair color, neither is Sheherazade's white or her silver hair. I guess that's not a natural hair color. I don't think silver hair is not natural, right? I mean, I guess when you get older, some hairs like gray up and all that. But I highly doubt that it would. No, that's also a lie because I know I have a buddy of mine. His hair started turning white when he was 25, I believe, at the time. Because I met this guy when I was 20. I met the guy. He told me 25, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I remember meeting him when I was like 23, and he's like 3 years older than me. Yeah, I met him about 10 years ago. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. About 10 years ago this year, yep. Remember? No, 9 years. It'd have been 9 years. It'd been 9 years. So yeah. Met him 9 years ago. And he told me that his hair, cause he has like grayish silver hair. Cause his hair used to be black, but he said when he was like, when he started turning like 25ish, that's when his hair started like silvering up. But he said all the members of his family on his dad's side are like that. So I was like, huh, interesting. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, he couldn't be one of them, could he? Do you think he could be? Dang it all! I can't be sure. Just look at his eyes, though. He doesn't look like a man who makes an honest living to me. I see what you mean. We've come this far. There's no way I'm letting us get caught now. We need to proceed carefully and deliberately. Let's see if we can find another route. Huh. If I remember correctly, the house over there is empty. This way, follow me. What's funny, if I remember correctly, doesn't Mayor Duncan, doesn't he use that area to ship Sepif now? What have you done already? I wasn't paying attention. You two, patrol the area of the bottom stairs. I can't even read that. Anyways. Wait, he works at the villa now, doesn't he? Just my luck. That's ages away. Oh yeah. I need to get that dang camera back, too. I swear, this job is bad for my blood pressure. Yeah, it just goes by so fast. I wasn't even holding the turbo down that time. Dang, they're still patrolling. Come on. Why are there still so many of them going around? How can we get to the guild like this? I think we're gonna have to spend the rest of the night here, unfortunately. It won't need to come to that. I think if I could find a good opening, we can force our way through. It's just a case of finding one. I don't think that's a good idea. We need to be careful of the and rest while we can. As logical as that sounds, I'm not buying. Yeah, I'm not buying it's a real reason. Get a grip, Shara. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. There's no guarantee that we're safe here, you know? I still think the safest option is the long run, I still think that the safest option in the long run is to get to the guild no matter what we have to do to get there. Yeah, I'm starting to space out now. I've been like reading like non-stop for like over an hour now. Well, not non-stop because there are those fights that we had to do. But anyways, hey, what do you think you're doing? Or what's going on? I can't read. I think the second floor is a better place just to rest than the first. We'll find it easier to escape from here than we would from below. This should be a good spot. Wait a dang minute. This is the safety that you were talking about here? You could stand to listen to me. Those men will be patrolling carefully for the rest of the night. They aren't going to give you an opening that you want, or at least, I don't believe they will. We've made it this far, so I think... Yeah, we made it this far, so I think it would be best for us to rest tonight and resume trying tomorrow, don't you? Trying to do what? Pardon? You're still hiding something, aren't you? For one thing, you're awfully familiar with this city. And for someone who claims it's her first time here... Alright. You also seem to know a lot about those men. And what they're... Crap, cannot read today. And what they will and won't do. What exactly are you really after? Yeah, see, guys, I'm starting to get tired. And then we got another one to do. We got another moon door to do for the next video, which is going to be Chloe's. It's plain as day at this point that you want more than just not to be caught by them. If that wasn't the case, you couldn't have asked to be shown around the capital. Not that I think that that's what you want either. So what's your real goal? Well, no answer? The work we do is based around trust. We can't accept requests from people who won't tell us what they're up to, or who knows what kinds of crimes that we could be abetting. So go on. The whole thing about the inheritance was a big fat lie, wasn't it? Something about you'd been setting off alarms since we started running around together. Strike that. Yeah, strike that. Since the first that you came to the guild. Why did you lie to me? The story about the inheritance is true, I swear it. I want to go to Grand Cell Castle. I really am the one to whom my grandfather... Wait, what? I really am the one to whom my grandfather gave his fortune. But I haven't finished the necessary procedures to truly inherit it yet. Until I complete the required paperwork in Grand Cell Castle's administrative room, I'm not legally allowed anything. And that's why there are so many of those men in black around that area. All of my relatives know exactly what I need to do, you see. So they're trying to make sure that I can't do it. Still, if I don't keep trying to move forward, I'll... What a mess. Well, okay. For argument's sake, let's assume that I believe of everything that you just said. Why am I only hearing about it now? That's... You thought I'd want in on the money, didn't you? If I did and knew everything, I'd have all the opportunities a greedy girl could dream of and to take it when together with you. Crap. Yeah, I'm getting tired. These moon doors are nothing to joke with. Alright. And that's what you thought I'd do, isn't it? I'd play along and then steal it all from myself the second a chance presented itself. Do I look like that much of a scumbag to you? No, you don't. That's not all. After I lost grandfather, I lived all on my own. But the second his will became public, I had crowds of people descending upon me. People who, like you said, were interested only in claiming his fortune for themselves. That's usually how it is. I was recently just, what was I looking at? Crap, what was that? Okay, so there are these guys that I like to, that I watch from time to time. I think their name is like Cinepals or whatever. They're like, really good. Like, I can't really say really good, but they like to review movies and all that stuff. So they'll do like movie reactions. Of course, it's not the full movie. They split it up into chunks and all that, and they talk about like certain scenes and all that crap. And then someone was like, oh yeah, do the Medea movies. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Tyler Perry. He's made some stuff that I enjoyed, but his later stuff, I think, contributes to the negatives of black culture and all that stuff, which I don't approve of. For those who don't know, and if you haven't known by already, I don't know how you haven't, but yes, I am black myself. And there are just certain things that Tyler Perry has done that I just don't agree with. It's a part of like just being black and all that stuff. However, that's not the point. They were recently watching one of Tyler Perry's movies. I think it was Meet the Browns or whatever, and it was one of those things where it's just like the eldest son of that movie, he ended up getting I believe it was for basketball. Now I don't know if he was able to go to the NBA or whatever. I think he did. But anyways, he got famous. It jumps ahead, he gets famous or whatever. He got a real good deal. And his father, who was never part of his life or whatever, he comes to it or whatever, and is just like, trying to get the money off him, acting all nice to him. He's just like, dude, I only saw you twice since I was like 2 years old. And then it's like, it just reminded me of that because that was something recently that I just watched that had this kind of thing. It's just like, yeah, you don't see people ever, but the moment money comes into play, they be like, hey, Kim Fo, what's popping, man? You let me hold something. You feel me? It's always like that. And they try to act like, oh man, I remember when you was this little. I'm like, oh, that's funny because I don't remember you at all. So yeah, I know. It just reminded me of that. But yeah, that stuff actually does happen. So granted, every time I've seen it's always been in fiction, but I'm pretty sure that it has happened to at least more than a good number of people out there in the world. But yeah, anyways. They all started to live in mine and my grandfather's house, and before I knew it, my once peaceful life was shattered. One day, someone pushed me down the stairs. Another, I taste something funny in my food. Yeah, they tried to poison her, kill her, so they can get the inheritance. These kinds of things began to happen on a regular basis. Legally, they were my relatives while I was a minor, so there was very little I could do. I tried reasoning with them at first, but in the end, I had no choice but to leave home myself. I wandered the highways alone, going from place to place, and trying not to be discovered. She could have just cut her hair, I don't know. But yeah, she could have cut her hair. Wait a minute, why wasn't the Bracers place the first place she would have went? I mean, unless this was the first time. She probably lived in one of those remote towns that don't have... No, that's not it, because she was famous. She had a mansion. Crap, I actually don't know where Ina is from, actually. I have to look that up. Anyways. But I knew that while I could hopefully avoid being caught that way, I eventually just be declared as missing and presumed dead. Okay, no, that is true. And besides, after I left once, even if I did go back home, I knew I'd promptly be locked up somewhere and reported as still missing regardless. And grandfather's will would be declared as invalid in time, and my relatives would blissfully share their newly bequeathed that's a word. I remember hearing that word for the first time in high school. Wealth between them. I hated the thought of that happening. That was why I decided to return here to the capital. Even if it's the last thing that I do, I will formally inherit what he wanted me to. That's why I decided to try and get an escort from someone I could trust. So it's not that I don't think that I can trust you, not at all. And, I will admit that wanting to explore the capital was a lie. I'm sorry for deceiving you. You're a grade A moron. I'm sorry? You could have just said all that from the beginning and saved a whole lot of... Yeah, and saved us the headache. If I had known that that's what you were trying to do, I would have been able to formally escort you where you wanted to go. And the guild would have been the safest place for you to hide out, too. We wouldn't have ended up in this dump instead. I suppose you're right. I was just scared. I'll never be able to forget what I saw that day. What I saw in the eyes of everyone who gathered to hear that that will read. Sorry, I cannot read. The horror I felt when I saw it. Madness, insanity, cold, murderous light. Emotions that no one can explain. That no one can put into words. It wasn't visible for long before they managed to push it back below the surface and out of sight. But it was still there. Because now, I believe that something that all of us possess naturally. Human beings are capable of limitless cruelty, every one of us. And that realization left me terrified of us all. It's not that I don't trust bracers. It's just that I've been so scared. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't have wasted your time with any of this. I should have never gotten you caught up in all this when you were busy enough already. I forgot that Listen. Huh? It's my policy to give 100% to all the work that I undertake. Don't underestimate me. Just messing with him. And I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. I wanted to be strong and to live with my head held high. I still believe I was right to feel that way, and yes, I lived my hardest until now. But you've made me notice that there's something wrong with my attitude. I'm not going about it the right way. And it's made me realize, anew that I want to be able to keep living with pride in my every step. So no more saying sorry, okay? I want to see this job through to the very end. Alrighty. This is a long one, man. She ran out so fast. So, where's it in Granso that we need to go again? The administrative room. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is noon. Noon? Noon today? That barely leaves us any time at all. Why are you only telling me this now? It has to be filed within a month of the deceased passing away. Okay, yeah. That's the law here in Libero, apparently. Oh, right. I never was much good at this legal stuff. I bet Curtin knows it all by heart, though. He did seem like the type who might. Well, they became quick friends. Anyways, let's get going. We don't have any time to waste. As long as we do what we discussed earlier, we should be able to handle this. We're getting inside the castle, and they're not going to stop us. Miss Scheherazade? I really am glad that you were the one who undertook my request. The more time I spend with you, the more I realize you're really someone dependable, who relies on their own strengths to live. Oh, you're blowing my merits out of proportion, I think. Also, can we stop with the Miss Scheherazade now? The way you say it, it just makes my name sound ridiculously long. Does it? It does. It feels like our conversations take twice as long as they should because of it. Well, if you insist. And now you... And now you know all there is to know about what I... Yeah, what I want to do. Oh, shoot, I am not reading correctly. Anyways. So, I would like to formally request again that you escort me to Grand Castle. You got it. You'll get there. I promise you that. Thank you. So I wonder, do we have to dodge people? Doesn't look like we have to dodge anybody. Grand Castle should be this way. Hey, good old Dorothy, about to be a menace. Wow, your clothes are so black. They're really cute. Who the heck are you? Oh, you're in the way. Get lost. Shoo! Shoo! You're both dressed the same, too. Is that your uniform? Who is this kid? Ugh, my head. Must have had way too much to drink. I feel like I'm forgetting something important, too. Nope, can't remember. I guess it can't have been anything too important. Just to get your camera back that she stole. Can I take a photo of you? Like heck you can't. Get out of our sight. We can't leave our posts. Consider yourself lucky, kiddo. We'll let you leave this time. So go play somewhere else. What's going on in the box? Huh. I knew you'd come eventually. Today's our last chance, after all. You're kidding me, a cat? No, wait a sec. There might be something else inside. Don't let your guard down. I know. Oh, there they are! Too late. Get ambushed, fam. I gotta fight 3 of these clowns now? Alright. Once again, no CP. Leave my friend alone. Let's go, Ina. Yeah.
Oh, are you done already?
Get beat. 2 tier bombs. This isn't good. Now's our chance, Ina. All right. Ah, more. There's more of them? No. Nice of you to finally show yourselves. What's the holdup? Why haven't you made an example out of them yet? Our client's waiting. Get a move on. You're really going to regret messing with us, kids. I hope you don't expect to just be able to walk away after showing yourselves. First, I'm gonna kill you. The other young lady can live a while longer. She's still useful. As long as we can get her to write her own will, it'll save us having to forge one later. You really think that this will all be so simple? If you think saying that is going to unnerve us, you've got another thing coming. Ina? You can still run, right? Yes? Alright. I'll take all of these guys on myself. While I'm doing that, you run. What? You can't take this many opponents on yourself and have any chance of winning. You'll... Not gonna beg for mercy, I take it? I've got something you've got something that you need to do, and so do I. So, let's just do them. Don't worry about me. As if I have any intention on dying here. What are you talking about? Ha! Dang! Ugh, dang you! Go, Ina. But I said go. Young man's voice? Okay. You seem to be having a little trouble over there, Sherazard. What? It's our boy Kurt. Who the heck are you? Kurt? What are you doing here? So you didn't come back yesterday. Have you forgotten that I'm affiliated with the Grand Cell branch of the guild? And I see nothing odd about my presence here. Well, I know, but... I'm happy that you seem to have realized exactly what it is that you must do. But I can't say that I'm pleased about how willing you appear to be to throw away your life without exploring other options. I'm sorry? I can't entirely fault your decision from the perspective of a bracer, but I would like to give you a little more attention to your surroundings. I'm well aware that you seem staunchly opposed to relying on others, but take a good look at the situation that you're currently in, and tell me exactly what it is that you should really be doing. Kurt, can you take care of things here for me? Certainly. Let's go, Kurt. Hit him with that S-craft. Go! Summon lightning.
Rise, storm, from the space between sky and sea.
The space between sky and sea. Yeah, y'all dead. Oh! They said, Now, Ina. Right. The boss is still that way. Oh, they're getting away! Half of us should be enough to take care of this guy. Everyone else? Bro, half of y'all, more than half of y'all are dead. Well, not dead, but knocked out. Sorry for the delay, Kurt. Who's that guy? I don't remember this guy at all. Not at all. I've largely taken care of them as it is. Gundalf. Do I remember Gundalf? I don't think I remember Gundalf. You sure work fast. Though I'm not surprised to see that obstinate young lady finally came to her senses. Alright. When she was with the Zeiss branch, she was more like a wild boar, always charging forward without stopping and to take a look around her. Well, I've always known that she has what it takes to be an excellent bracer. She merely just lost sight of something important and needed to be put back on track. Given the opportunity, she was always perfectly capable of doing so. She'll be able to get much stronger than she is now that she's righted herself. I'm sure of that. To be young again. Quit acting like we're not even here. Kill them both. Yeah, that has to be your uncle. Alright. Oh, they're sure taking their time. The heck are they even doing? No. There's no need to be so hasty. Capturing her isn't even necessary to the plan as far as I'm concerned. As soon as the noon bell chimes, true, as that may be, sure, that would invalidate the will and ensure that she doesn't get all the money. Ugh, sorry, I had to breathe for a second. Whew. Alright. But it also means that you have to share it with everyone else. Which means our share will end up going down. And I'd kind of like to avoid that if I can. Don't you worry. We've got plenty of options. Remember, you're only dealing with a single young girl. What? Uncle? Why? Oh dear, what are you doing here, Ida? I keep telling you how dangerous it is to go venturing outside. And alone at that. You blind old man. She isn't here alone. Oh, I can see you. Getting in my way. Alright. It's likely that they don't even care if they kill Lionen in the process. Huh. And that wasn't a very good shot. I take it marksmanship isn't exactly your forte. Sorry, sir. Scheherazade? What is it? Let's just force our way through here. We don't have time to mess around. Got it. It's time to come along home, Ida. Everyone's waiting for you, you know. Alrighty. Still haven't learned any crafts, and I'm still low on health. I appreciate her trying to help, but she's not actually helping. Please don't kill me. Okay. Ina's still alive. Okay, we got him. Second run. Ugh, that was a difficult one. You have to kill the uncle first, or defeat the uncle first. I need to stop saying kill. You gotta defeat the uncle first. Oh dang, we're 2 levels. Got a tear bomb for that. Come on, just beat their tails. Boy, did he rub me the wrong way. Can I give him another crack with my whip? Just leave him. I can't even bring myself to feel anything towards him anymore. I still don't think he was originally a bad person, though. He'll come around when the whole inheritance matter is settled. You really think so? I think you're being naive, to be honest. He was trying to kill you, you know? If he does anything to cause trouble again, I'll hit him myself. I mean, didn't you? No, you hit the boss, man. With this bag. That sounds painful. What are you doing? What in Adios' name happened here? You there. Throw down your weapon at once. I'm from the Bracer Guild. What? The guild? Shara showed the soldiers her junior badge. Ah, so you are. Still, what's a bracer doing here? Her Majesty may recognize the guild, but that doesn't make it all right for you to cause a commotion right outside the castle. I had reason to believe that these people were responsible for numerous criminal acts within the capital. I knocked them out for the sake of peace and order in Grancel, and the safety of its people. So, could you do me a favor and arrest them? I haven't covered that part yet. Well, very well. Ordinarily, we'd be taking you away with us as well, but I'll let you off this time. You know what to do, right? Alrighty. Still, while you may have gotten away without punishment this time, don't expect to be so lucky next time. You try to overreach your authority. Wait, no. Bracers have the authority to do a citizen's arrest, though. That's the thing. Maybe that's changed in the past 5 years. I don't know. But anyways, protecting the capital is our job, and we'll show no mercy to anyone who causes trouble, bracer or otherwise. Oh, is it? Cool. And can I ask you another favor then? There's a bunch of their friends still in the city. That you couldn't take care of those, could you? Of course. Last I saw, Kurt was with them, so you probably won't have to lift a finger there either. Ugh. You two, follow me. Yes, sir! I'll never get used to dealing with the army. What? Oh, I was just impressed on how much authority the bracer badge wields. You were kind of cool. Well, that was the first time that I ever tried using my badge like that. I'll have you know. But never mind my badge now. We're running out of time. We need to hurry. Right. Alrighty. We're finally here. Can't believe a girl like you could actually keep up with me running full throttle. Anyways, get that paperwork done quickly. I'll be watching from here. Okay. I'll be as quick as I can then. And you'll be even quicker with me hitting that turbo button. He said, sign here, here, here. Dot your I's here. Anyways, Ina put her signature on the necessary paperwork. Oh, I'm really happy for you, Ina. Congratulations. Sherazard? It looks like I need a witness to sign this. A witness? You wouldn't be willing, would you? Sure. If you're okay with me doing it. Of course I am. In fact, I want it to be you. Then I'll be happy to. He's like, make sure you cross your T's here. It's like, there's no T's in my name. Anyways. I never thought the day would come when I would be called a witness for something like this. Or that the day would come when I would be able to proudly say that I was a senior bracer. Or that I would be able to feel overwhelmed with pride over something in the first place. Alright. The undersigned Ina... Yeah, the undersigned Ina Holden's her last name, alright, shall hereby inherit the property of Saul John Holden, as outlined in this last will and testament. Witness, Sherazard Harvey. Thank you, Sherazard. Are we going back to the inn now? Nope. Back to the tavern, I mean. Well, it's finally over. That's this request wrapped up, right? Actually, no. There's one more thing I need to do. We're still not done? Could you possibly bring me an application form? I'd like to make a donation to Her Majesty's Welfare Foundation. Okay, cool. This side story still is not done. I'm actually at an hour and 42 minutes of recording. I think about 10 of that will be cut out of me just getting lost in the getting lost in that dungeon or in the sewers. Cheers. Wait a minute, Sherazard, you shouldn't be drinking. You're too young. You're still 18. You gotta be 20 in this world. No, she's like either 18 or 17. I still can't believe that you gave all of that money away. Okay, maybe you don't need all of it, but you'll still need some to live, right? I suppose you're right. What I did was a little strange, but I made up my mind to do this from the very beginning as a matter of principle. When I said that I didn't do anything of this for the money, I meant it. Still, congratulations on becoming a senior bracer. I'm not sure what the difference between a senior and a junior bracer is, but it's clear that this is something that you really worked for. I mean, I have a lot of authority, but I've got a lot more responsibility to go with. It also means I get a nice new badge, but I wasn't very interested in that personally. Oh, really? Yep. I'm relieved to hear that. Our boy Kurt. I see you're finally beginning to understand the necessary mindset to be a bracer, Sherazard. Crap, it's Kurt. This might look like alcohol to you, but it's actually water. Terrible. As today is admittedly a cause for celebration, I will turn a blind eye to your drinking tonight. Terrible. He needs to go to jail. Just don't go drinking so much that it interferes with your ability to do your job. Fine. I think Cassius offered her a drink the next time she came to visit when she was still a part of the troop. And then what you call it. Of course, Estelle's mother was just like, was just like, you can't do that. But yeah, anyways. What is it? As you're fully aware, Scheherazade, you are now a senior bracer, which means you must behave with more responsibility. That means I expect to see an end to you drinking in the... I expect to see an end to you drinking every free moment between jobs, day or night, and sneaking out at night for it too. I also expect to no longer discover that you've been taking advantage of the busiest times in my schedule to behave like a drunken lunatic. Okay, so she was already getting drunk then. Is that really what you usually do, Scheherazade? You sound like a... you sound like a... What? You sound like a tried and true troublemaker. Don't say anything. Are we clear? Yes, sir. Huh. Well, there's no need for the sir, of course. We're both senior bracers now, which means we're both on equal standing. Why I'm hardly even a veteran. I'm still very much a rookie. You are now. Says who? Yeah, with how strong he is, right? Anyways. I would say Kurt is like how Kurt is as strong as Joshua and Estelle when they were at the end of the first game. When they no, not the end of the first game, but the end of the second game maybe. When they became senior bracer. Actually, no, I believe Joshua became a senior bracer. Because truly, Estelle was the one that we've seen on screen that became a senior bracer, but I don't think, and I think Joshua did after some time had passed, like, you know, between scenes and all that crap. But anyways, regardless, this isn't what I'm here to discuss. The matter I came for concerns your uncle, Ina. I came to make you aware of the fact that the Bracer Guild is capable of asking for leniency in his punishment. Hiring a Jaeger Corps... Okay, yeah, they're Jaegers. I forgot about Jaegers were a thing in this series. The mercenaries. Hiring a Jaeger Corps for personal use carries a very grave punishment, you see. A Jaeger Corps? Are you referring to those men dressed in black? Yes. They're one of many... Yeah, they're one of many corps that are known to be active here in Libero. Recently, there have been many such corps making their way into the country, and they've been successful in finding work too. Hiring them is, of course, very illegal, but with the army as slow to act as they currently are, I've taken this chance to take care of them we shouldn't be any sign see any sign of them in the near future. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Take care of them? All of them? Now it makes sense. So it wasn't a coincidence that he showed up where he did. He's been investigating all the Jaeger Corps in Libero so that he could start an operation to wipe them all out. No wonder he seems so swamped. The Jaegers in the country have been targeting wealthy individuals in hopes of getting them to sign contracts. There have been countless cases like this all over the country of late, with civilians getting caught up in it at a worrying frequency. Goodness. I believe the case we're dealing with here was no exception. In that it was the Jaegers who came to your uncle rather than the other way around. It's hard to feel too much sympathy under these circumstances, but in a sense, your uncle was a victim in this as well. I guess Ina was right that he was a good person. Well, not a good person, but she didn't see any. You guys know what she said. What? What are you trying to pull? Just because the Jaegers approached him and not the other way around, he's a victim? That he deserves to get off with a slap on the wrist? And Ina's supposed to be okay with that? He tried to kill her. Shara, please calm down. There's no need to shout. I'm sorry, but still. No one is saying that he doesn't deserve to be punished for his actions. All I'm here to say is that, and if only Aina wishes, the guild is able to request leniency in his sentencing. That is all. Oh. You scared me for a minute. You didn't make your decision immediately. Questioning him will take roughly a week as it is, based on what I've heard. You bear no responsibility to even make any choice at all. So please, don't feel as though that you have to think long and hard about this. Just please be aware the possibility to forgive him exists. That is all. Okay. I didn't necessarily think that I would need I didn't necessarily think that I would have anything for this, guys, but yeah, there are two things that I can think of with this. Yeah, I know you guys heard me say before on previous videos. I'm not sure if it was one of these videos or another series that I was working on about forgiveness or whatever. But one I want to bring up is the parable of the servant or the Lord and servant, where it's just like a lord was basically going to enact a punishment on one of his servants or whatever, and the servant asked him, I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version of it from the Bible at the very least, and the servant asked the Lord for forgiveness and all that, and the Lord gave him forgiveness and he got rid of all his debt because he owed the Lord money. So then that servant, he went and found his own fellow servant and demanded the money for him, and he was just like, yo man, have mercy on me, I don't have your money, but I'll get your money later. And he's like, no, I need my money now. So another one of the fellow servants saw this and went and told the Lord, and the Lord basically saying like, yo, how is it that I was able to forgive you, but you can't even forgive your own you can't even forgive someone else. And with that, he got casted out of the castle, I believe. But however, or kingdom or whatever it was. I'm paraphrasing and I'm trying to remember, it was a while ago that I read this. But anyways, the Lord being, the Most High, God above, the fellow servant being us, the servant being us, and the fellow servant being someone else. It's just like, you can't go to God asking for forgiveness if you don't forgive the other person or whatever. I know that doesn't necessarily tie into this, but it was something about with forgiveness. And there was another part to, or not another part, but there was another verse that I remember reading in the Old Testament. I believe it was the Old Testament, or was it the New Testament? Crap, I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to actually go back and look this up myself. Give me a quick sec. Okay, so I found it. We can go to Matthew 18:22 in the King James Version. Jesus responds to Peter's question about forgiveness by saying, I say not only to thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. This signifies that the forgiveness should be limitless for the most part. So yeah, and it's not like you have to like that person for the most part. It's not like you don't have to necessarily like the person or anything like that. You don't have to be friends with them. Just forgive them for the most part. Put it in God's hands is basically what I'm saying. For it. It's just like, sure, some people may come to you for forgiveness and all that stuff. That's only because they can't bear the weight of it and they just want that to be taken off of them. So forgive the person. Move on with your life. Not saying that you have to be friends with the person. But it's just one of those things. It's just like, if you see them, acknowledge them and then just keep it pushing. That's all it is. Put it in give all your any animosity, is that what it's called, that you have for that person, and give it to God and put it in God's hands, and God will take care of it. And that's pretty much all that was for. But yeah. And I didn't have anything, but here's the game giving me something. That's God right there, man. That's God. He's just like, you know what? He said, Brumal, tell him about forgiveness for a little bit. I know there's many other people that you can look this up for. I'm not the best. I'm not a preacher, guys. I'm not a preacher, but I will share stuff that I've read in the Bible with other people at the very least. So yeah, but you just be possible forgive him. It's like, all right. Incidentally, should you ever find yourself in need of assistance in anything in the future, the Bracer Guild is always available to aid you. We're certainly not omnipotent or infallible, but we'll at least strive to do what we can to aid those who want our help. Thank you. I'm really sorry for not telling you the whole story from the start, too. Please don't be. With the situation that you were in, Your reluctantness is quite understandable. Furthermore, one who is worthy of being a full-fledged bracer should be able to tell roughly what a client wants just by looking at them. They should also not, under any circumstances, try to chase away any potential client in genuine need. Ouch. I've still got a long way to go then, huh? Certainly. But don't we all? Alright, I've said what I came to say, so I'll be excusing myself now. Huh? Really? You could stand to join us for one drink? I'm afraid not. I still have my duties as a guild receptionist remaining after all. As for you, Shara, be careful that you don't have too much water. Crude. Why's he always gotta be so serious? Oh, actually, how about you, Ina? Can you handle your liquor? If you can, you should join me for a few drinks. Well, alright then. You sure? Really, really sure? Of course. You've done so much for me. How could I refuse? Joining you for a few drinks is the least that I can do. Well, then let's get boozing. Tonight's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what a prim and proper girl like her looks like when she's drunk out of her mind. And that's when you find out that Ina basically has a high tolerance for alcohol. This is gonna be awesome. Well, cheers. I've seen girls just like her on the other side of the river. Silky blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes, smooth skin. The blessed, blissful children on the other side dressed like royalty and smiling like angels. Seeing them, I ask myself the same question over and over again. Why aren't I on that side? I'd envied them, hated them. I both longed to be them and rejected their very existence. I knew the answer to my question from the very beginning. I despaired of myself. I always tried to avoid others getting too close, believing that to be what I needed to do in order to live. But I could never completely get rid of the tiny lingering hope deep within my heart. That eventually, no matter how long it took, the day would finally come when I could smile from the heart. That the day would come when I would finally be able to accept and forgive myself for how I was. And the next day, Ina visited the Bracer Guild and registered her desire for her uncle to be shown leniency in his sentencing. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to accompany her, having been drunk under the table by her the night before. That's amazing. I don't think it's over. Oh, side story. Client finished. Okay, yeah, I thought it was gonna go back to the night in the tavern with her, Olivier, and Ina. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this moon door. I was looking for this Heaven's Eye. There's also another one, the Falcon, or yeah, I think it's called the Falcon's Eye, which I believe we'll get from Chloe's story. So yeah, we're gonna end up doing those as well. But yeah, that is it for this recording. I have just reached a minute 58 seconds. I'm sorry, an hour and 58 seconds. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next ones. Stay blessed and peace.